fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing from Terre Haute, Indiana, weighing 230 pounds, Greg Lake. And weighing 252 pounds from Denton, Texas, the Missouri State champion, Kerry Von Erich. Referee Ed Warren.
Kerry Von Erich removes the belt, symbolic of the Missouri State Championship. Greg Lake with a great opportunity here as he tangles with Kerry Von Erich, the man who might be the next world heavyweight title holder. Of course, Ric Flair might have something to say about that. Kerry with a little slap to the head of Greg Lake. Again, they lock up. Lake goes behind Kerry, takes him down. Kerry sits out nicely. Kerry comes back in quickly on Lake. Hoists him to the air. Body slam by Kerry Von Erich. Von Erich taking advantage of his strength and then twists the arm of Greg Lake. Lake tries to counter, manages to slip away from Kerry, but not for long. Kerry drops the knee into the head. Of course, that knee drop perfectly legal. Kerry covers, but Lake kicks free. Lake wants to step back and think about things and clear the cobwebs after catching that knee in the head. Lake throws a knee lift into the ribs, then a forearm smash. Kerry fights fire with fire. Again, a forearm smash to the back. Legal blows. Kerry Von Erich hooks the head, lifts Greg Lake, and drives him backwards with a suplex. And Kerry just gets bigger and bigger. Look at the arms of that guy. Look at the shoulders. You talk about a powerhouse. Superman without the cape, right?
Right, he's still growing, too.
He's only 21. He is. Physically, he certainly will put on not necessarily more height, but he's probably going to put on more weight in terms of muscle.
Where did we go wrong? That's what I want to know.
Well, I'll tell you,
I
the two of us
built
together.
like that at 21.
You're not built like that at 71. Oh, 61. I'm sorry, Mick.
Well, you're downhill after 61, you know. You don't put on weight or anything.
Nothing?
You start going downhill.
Well, Kerry's certainly on the uphill run in that case. He might very well mature at 275.
Oh.
He's a bear now. A bigger man physically, certainly, than Ric Flair, the world champion. Lake with a couple of kicks to the stomach. Another kick. Lake puts the hand. Kerry Von Erich comes down and comes up with a drop kick. When you see a man with that much muscle get to the air that high and that easily, you're looking at a world-class athlete. I mean, did you see him go into the air? Believe me, if the Rockets could go up that quickly, there'd be satellites everywhere. We'd have been on the moon 50 years ago. Greg Lake with a flying mare and a leg drop on Kerry Von Erich. Kerry drops Lake as the leg set up and drives that body weight into the knee of Greg Lake. Kerry Von Erich punishing the leg of Lake. Lake reaching up for the hair, and Ed Warren looks like a school teacher there slapping that. Get out of his hair. What are you doing? Get out of that candy jar. Ed missed his calling. That's like Mickey Garagiola when he gives people the change at the restaurant. And they reach to pick up that change. Mickey slaps it and says, leave it there, leave it there. What's the matter with you?
All the time. I'll tell you one thing about these senior citizens. They're pretty quick over at Pietro.
They get that change up fast, huh?
They give the exact change.
Are you including Sam Muchnick when you're talking about the senior citizens there?
Go right on down the line. John Baker, Hofstadter, the whole bunch.
All senior citizens.
All senior citizens, they know how to tip. With their fists closed.
Knocked Lake to the corner, but Lake comes out with drop kicks. And Von Erich knocked to the ropes by Greg Lake. Ooh. Lake obviously believing in a good offense. Lake, going for the backdrop. That didn't work. Kerry Von Erich gave him a punt that would have put him 50 yards away. Bill Bidwell and Big Divine better be taking a look at Kerry Von Erich if they want a punter. Lake gets the shoulders up. And if he's going to try to trade blows, if he's going to try to trade strength with Kerry Von Erich, he's quite definitely making a big mistake. Oh, there's that discus punch. The big discus punch by Kerry Von Erich. He covers Lake. 2 and 3. Kerry Von Erich with the discus punch, winding it up like a big giant spring. And when Lake came flying out of that corner, Von Erich leveled Greg Lake. We'll get another look at it here as the Missouri State champion came up with a victory. There's Kerry grabbing the arm of Greg Lake, whipping him across the ring. Lake hits those buckles, jolted right out. Look at Kerry winding it up, and pow! Right alongside the neck with the forearm, leg down, and Kerry Von Erich going for the pin. Now let's go to the ring and Mickey.
In 4 minutes and 14 seconds with discus punch, then the press, the winner, Missouri State champion, Kerry Von Erich.
It was a big victory when Kerry Von Erich became the Missouri State champion, but Kerry, now you're on the verge of something that would be even bigger. The biggest prize in wrestling, a crack at the world champion, Ric Flair. Obviously, the fans pretty solidly aligned in your corner.
First of all, Larry, I waited a long time for this shot, especially in the great state of Missouri. You know, first of all, Larry, I never got a chance to get on television and tell the people thank you for being behind me so much on the Missouri belt.
St. Louis is kind of a special town for the entire Von Erich family, is it not, Kerry?
It's special to all of us, you know. When I wrestle Ric Flair, things have happened. We'll find out about that. Things have happened. And you know, things have happened, Larry. And my brothers, my dad, my mother, my whole family will be in St. Louis to watch me bring home the World Heavyweight Champion to St. Louis and also to the United States and the world.
Kerry, of course, you know, Ric Flair has a little bit different philosophy about how things should be for a world champion. He trains in a little bit different way than Kerry Von Erich does. Do you think maybe that Ric Flair at this point in his career is living a little too fast, maybe burning out a little bit?
Yeah, Rick is traveling a lot. He's going against the top contenders of the world. But you know, the Missouri belt is the most prestigious belt besides the world in the whole United States. And so that means I've been going against world top contenders.
Cowboy Orton in particular.
Orton, Valentine, and countless others. And I'm looking forward to it, Larry. I'm in the best physical shape I've ever been in my life. And with all my heart, I believe I'm going to be the youngest and the next world heavyweight champion.
And you can bet that Ric Flair knows this young man has the potential to do exactly what he says. We'll be back with a tag team match right after this.
The second main event, an Australian tag team match, one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing from Seattle, Washington, weighing 244 pounds, Greg Valentine. From Osaka, Japan, weighing 247 pounds, Yasu Fuji. And from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing 236 pounds, Spike Hubert. From Winnipeg, Canada, weighing 245 pounds, Bulldog Bob Brown.
Spike Huber and Bulldog Bob Brown go against Greg Valentine and Yasu Fuji. Fuji hasn't been on Wrestling at the Chase for about 6 or 7 years, and in that interim, he's done a lot of wrestling in Europe, in England in particular. Valentine circles with Huber. Valentine hasn't been here in person for almost a year. Valentine leans into Huber, pushes Spike to the ropes. The referee trying to get a clean break from Greg Valentine and gets one. Greg Valentine. Boy, Valentine, there's one of the famous names in wrestling history. Greg's dad, Johnny, had so many great battles here in St. Louis. So many sellout crowds. And Greg certainly carrying the name well. Greg's been on top in main events both here all over the East Coast. Headline programs in Madison Square Garden in Tokyo, Japan. Top line talent, no question about that when you talk about Greg Valentine. Valentine pitches Huber to the ropes. Valentine misses the elbow. Huber, flying scissors, shades of Lou Thez. Valentine manages to throw Huber off. Good move by Spike Huber. Greg Valentine takes a long look at Bulldog Bob Brown. How many matches did Lou Thez win that way? The former St. Louis resident, a St. Louis native, and 6-time former world champion. Thez now living in Newport News, Virginia. Valentine catches Huber with a knee lift. Valentine lifting Huber on the inside. Oh, a type of rib breaker, really. Looked as though he were trying to aim for that floating rib. Of course, that can be a very punishing blow whenever you land in that floating rib area, and that's what Valentine was aiming for, and he hits the same spot again with a knee drop. Here comes Yasu Fuji with a kick. Fuji working on the side of Spike Huber, and then Fuji with a bear hug on Huber. We'll see how sharp Mickey is now. Who was Yasu Fuji's tag team partner when he wrestled here on Wrestling at the Chase last about 8 years ago?
8 years ago. Kinja Shabua.
Well, you got the right country, wrong wrestler.
That's good.
If it had been the St. Louis Browns, you could have told me. Now, Chatty Yokouchi, remember him? He was killed in an automobile crash a few years back, but Yokouchi and Fuji came over together from Japan and were tag team partners throughout the Midwest. They split, went their separate ways, and Yokouchi, unfortunately, passed away in an automobile accident. Tragic thing. Young wrestler, a lot of potential.
I'll tell you, you're something else. You gave me something 8 years ago. I have trouble 8 minutes ago. What I did, I remember coming in the side door.
And there's the guy who talks about the St. Louis Browns and tells me who played third base in 1944 and made the 12th. Yeah, we know, Mick. Greg Valentine with that rib breaker again. Of course, Don Lenhart's the guy who tells Mickey all that stuff about the Browns. Mickey was too young. He doesn't remember. Brown came to the rescue of Spike Huber.
Lenhart was just as slow then.
Look out! Oh, Valentine and Huber both a little bit out of control as Valentine came careening off those ropes. Huber came up a little bit off balance. Valentine going for the suplex on Huber. He gets Huber to the air, and there it is, a suplex by Valentine. Huber might not have needed help. The Brown was taking no chances, and now Valentine goes after Brown. Greg Valentine and Bulldog Brown battling, while Fuji gets a hold of Huber and strangles him over the top rope. Brown battering Greg Valentine. And of course, here comes Huber looking for a tag. Nobody's home. Brown and the referees are in it as the referees trying to chase him out of the ring. Here comes Fuji. And I'm not altogether sure that Bulldog Brown didn't do his partner more harm than good. Valentine again grabbing Huber and slamming him down, this time the stomach right into the knee. And I'll tell you, Huber's stomach and ribs have really taken a battering from Greg Valentine. Huber's thigh caught the ear of Valentine. Valentine going for the second suplex. Huber blocking it. Huber, nice block, and a suplex of his own on Valentine. Good move by Spike Huber. Fuji there to break up a possible pin.
Five minutes have expired, 10 minutes left.
Huber hits the ropes. Oh, and Valentine clotheslines Huber as Spike comes flying off. Valentine covers. Huber gets the shoulder up. Valentine twisting the head of Spike Huber. He looks like Johnny. Not quite as big, but a very strong and powerfully built, compact young man, Greg Valentine. And now Fuji, tagged into the ring, continues the assault on the neck of Spike Huber. Has Brown been tagged in yet? I don't think he's had a tag. Huber's been in there all alone for a while. Of course, that might work against the Brown and Huber, who've been partners before and normally work together pretty smoothly. So far, but unable to get their quick tagging together. There is a tag. And here comes the Bulldog. Bulldog Brown tearing into Yasu Fuji. Fuji jammed in the corner, up and over the top. Brown with the leg drop on Fuji. This could be it. Count of one. Count of two. No, count of two. Fuji got away. A chop to the throat by Brown. Side headlock, and Brown takes Fuji down. Bulldog Brown comes in and quickly takes command. An important thing right there, because Hubert had a long stretch inside the ring, had been double teamed a couple of times, and had taken some punishment. Brown threatens to pop Fuji in the nose. Lee Warren says, oh no. Fuji grabs the hair. Brown pops him in the nose. Maybe that's why Brown let his hair grow long. Anybody grabs it, gives him an excuse to belt him. Fuji throws Brown to the ropes. Fuji ducks. Oh, Valentine caught sleeping by Brown. Valentine angrily into the ring, and the referees cut him off.
I tell you, that Brown don't fall asleep at any time.
Yeah, you're around him, you better not fall asleep.
Oh,
Happened to you once. The next thing we knew, you were underneath a table and 2 chairs.
that's right.
Or was that the bruiser?
Brown's always in the middle of the thing between him and the bruiser.
Yeah, that's to say the least. Brown with the side headlock on Yasu Fuji. Fuji hits the ropes. Brown and Fuji. Fuji the flying tackle. Brown waiting with a scoop body slam. Side headlock. Brown back in control. So the referee dived right into to check those shoulders. Good work by Lee Warren. Fuji's shoulder was dangerously close to the mat, and then he managed to roll over. Tag made to Huber. Spike's had time to recuperate. Brown sets Fuji up for Spike. And Huber with that side headlock on Fuji. Huber pitched to the ropes. Comes off and Fuji catches him for a body slam. Huber kicks out nicely. Huber with the arm drag. Good work by Spike. You talk about a guy who gives 110% every time out. It's Spike Huber. The referees chase Brown back to his corner. Put that man in his doghouse. I guess that's what they're saying.
Hey, that's right. Put the Bulldog back in the doghouse. I tell you, he acted.
Bulldog Brown listens to us. You better pay attention to the match, Bob.
Well, he says we're all right.
We're
so
all
I
right,
agree
he
with him
likes
100%.
Fuji, hey, nice move. Fuji, nice move again. And Huber kicks out. Huber back with the arm drag. Well, Fuji made a couple of fine maneuvers, but Huber kept right on moving and eventually made the right move himself. Spike really has a mouse in that right eye. He must have been caught there earlier in the match. I don't think the eyelid is split or anything, but he caught something. He certainly has a bruise of some sort on the eyelid. And Huber continues to punish the arm of Yasu Fuji. Tag made to Brown. Now it's Brown and Huber who are making the tags, and Fuji is caught inside the ring. Brown punishing that arm, twisting it, and then the pump handle. Joe Milich would be proud. A chop by Fuji. Another chop by Fuji. Brown trying to hang on to that arm, and Fuji, with the chops, is able to get enough maneuvering space that he gets over to Valentine. Oh, Valentine pops that forearm right on target, then the elbow. Valentine with the elbow to the head.
10 minutes have passed, 5 minutes left.
Valentine covers Brown. Brown's foot is on the bottom rope. Valentine comes off the rope. There's the big elbow. His dad called it the brain buster. The first one to really use the elbow a lot. He called it the brain buster because originally he delivered it strictly to the skull. Now you'll see that elbow delivered everywhere, but there is where oftentimes it's most effective. Valentine squeezing the head of Bulldog Bob Brown. Huber urging Brown to get over and make a tag. Brown on his knees, but Greg Valentine in command. Valentine certainly among those people who'll be looking for a crack at the winner between World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair and the Missouri King, Kerry Von Erich. What a great duel that's going to be. What a great match it was when Von Erich met Cowboy Bob Orton. You talk about slipping past with a victory. That's just about what Kerry did. As we've talked about many times, when you get up among the top people, I mean, the really class of the wrestling profession, that's what you're talking about with Orton and Von Erich, any of the Von Erichs for that matter. On any given night, anything can happen. If they met 6 times, it might be 3 for Orton and 3 for Von Erich. Of course, the thing that counts right now is that Von Erich got the last one. And that's the one that earned him a crack. at the World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair. Bob Brown trying to crawl over to Spike Huber. Here comes Fuji into the ring. The referee's chasing Fuji back. Brown makes a tag. I don't think the referee saw it. I'm sure the referees didn't see Huber make that tag because they were keeping Fuji out of the ring.
3 minutes left, 3 minutes.
Oh, a bad break for Brown and Huber. The referees were trying to keep Fuji back where he belonged, and when Brown was able to get over and make that tag, the referee simply didn't see it. And Brown is still caught in that ring. Fuji with a nerve clamp on Bulldog Brown. Fuji stomps on Brown's hand. Brown sinking into a lot of trouble right here. Fuji digging in, trying to wear down the Bulldog. Boy, those elbows of Valentine will really be effective now if he can bang him into that same area that Fuji's punishing. Fuji with a chop to the back. Fuji still digging in. Oh, Brown jabs the eyes. Fuji trips Brown. Here comes Valentine into the ring. Was the tag made? Yes, the tag was made. Valentine's the guy who belongs in there. Greg Valentine and Bulldog Brown toe-to-toe. Brown staggers back to the corner and Fuji drops him. Spike Huber worried as can be because he knows Brown is really in trouble. Valentine with that brain buster, the elbow dropped right into the chest. And now Valentine goes to the figure four on the Bulldog. Time fast running out, and Valentine going for the figure four. Valentine realizes he can't get it and drops back on that ankle.
1 minute left, 1 minute.
Valentine trying to punish that leg. There he goes to the figure four again. Tries to split the legs and drops back, scissoring the knee on Bulldog Brown. Brown trying to get over where he can tag Spike Huber, and Valentine trying to stop him. Valentine again steps over. Brown kicks Valentine to the rope. Valentine drops, and Brown tags Huber. Here comes Spike Huber, and Huber tears into Greg Valentine. Huber whips Valentine, ropes up, back over the top. Fuji comes in, and Huber catches Fuji coming in. Here comes Brown after Fuji. Huber after Valentine. All 4 men in the ring, and we have a Donnybrook now. Fuji pitched out of the ring. Valentine slammed into the corner. And there's the bell. The time limit has expired. But we still have all 4 men going at it hot and heavy. Valentine and Huber. Brown trying to get back in the ring. Valentine with a body slam on Spike Huber. Huber after Valentine. Spike Huber still trying to get after Greg Valentine, with the referees restoring order. The time limit has expired. The match is stalemate. And we'll make it official by going to the ring and talking with none other than Mickey Garagiola.
With time running out, the referee declares the match a draw. The final bout, most falls to curfew. Introducing from Marshall, Missouri, weighing 225 pounds, Mike Kovac. And from Del Rio, Texas, weighing 237 pounds, Jose Elisha.
Newcomer Mike Kovac squares off with Jose Alicia. Most falls to curfew. Alicia throws Kovac down. Kovac scoots away from Jose Alicia. Alicia and Kovac circle. Kovac, of course, a native of Missouri, as Mickey Garagiola said. Marshall, Missouri. Nice takedown by Jose Alicia. Alicia with a ride. Kovac sits out. Alicia is still staying on top, though. Alicia with a flying mare on Mike Kovac. Alicia drops the elbow into the neck of Kovac. Another elbow to the neck. Alicia with a power slam by Alicia on Kovac. Count of 1. Kovac kicks free. Alicia very much the aggressor in the opening moments of this match. Alicia runs Kovac into the corner. Jose Alicia drops the knee into the chest of Kovac. Alicia with another knee drop into Mike Kovac. Alicia wasting no time taking charge and trying to come up with a quick fall. It would certainly be handy since it's a most falls to curfew battle. Alicia punishing the head of young Mike Kovac. The more experienced Alicia whips Kovac to the ropes. Ooh, that elbow right on the button. Giant splash by Alicia. This could be the first fall. No, Kovac kicks free, manages to get that shoulder up. When a person kicks that body and throws the chest and stomach up into their opponent, they're going to come off. The shoulder's going to come up, and Kovac took advantage of that. I thought he was going for Lord Alfred Hayes' old favorite. Remember the Tower of London when he used to step over the man, plant the head between the legs, pull up on the leg, very punishing hold. Instead, he comes back with a figure 4 head scissors. Very effective maneuver in its own right. Jose Alicia with the figure 4 head scissors. Really more of a straight head scissors than the figure 4. A lot of times you'll see a wrestler, when he applies the head scissors from that angle, bring the one leg up underneath the knee so the knee is hooking over the ankle. Put a lot of pressure into the chin that way, and I can remember a gentleman by the name of Buddy Rogers who occasionally would slip that ankle right down on the throat, too, when he had the chance. Mickey Garagiola and Ollie Hofstetter argue about who remembers Buddy Rogers. Now, come on, if I remember him, and I'm only 21.
The only Buddy Rogers I remember is the one with married to Mary Pickford.
Buddy Rogers, the world champion, the man that Ric Flair has hoped to surpass, and very well might. He's just about in the right time frame that he might surpass the reign of Buddy Rogers. Of course, Kerry Von Erich can ruin those plans. Ed Warren diving right in to check those shoulders. Alicia drops the body into the leg of Mike Kovac. Alicia with the leg lock on Mike Kovac. I think I'm going to need a referee out here to keep Ollie Hofstetter and Mickey Garagiola apart. They're telling lies to each other about their age.
No, I told you the truth. I remember Buddy Rogers and Mary Pickford. That's pretty
You
cool.
remember
That's
Buddy
before
Rogers. You remember, don't you remember Buddy Rogers and John Paul Henning, the great matches they had here?
Biggest
Whoa.
crowd we ever drew, I think.
Oh, yeah, they broke some records. Rogers and
They sure
John
did.
Paul Henning. Kovac with a headlock on Jose Alicia.
2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Kovac squeezing the head of Alicia. Alicia may have run out of steam. He came out so fast. Just like a boxer when he comes out throwing a lot of punches early. Sometimes he gets arm weary and kind of runs out of steam and has to catch his breath. Maybe Alicia, who came out so hot and heavy, throwing his body all over the place, ran out of gas a little bit. Kovac with that side headlock on Alicia. Alicia throws Kovac to the ropes. Oh, Alicia has plenty left. That elbow brought right up underneath the chin of Kovac. Then Alicia walks across the throat of Kovac. Alicia. Mike Kovac pushed it in the corner. Alicia pounds on him. Alicia grabs that hair and flings Kovac into the buckles. Alicia again whips Kovac across the ring and into the corner. Oh, Alicia caught jackknife. Cradle, hey, the legs are over the shoulder. Count of 2, 3. Mike Kovac pulls one out of the hat on Jose Alicia. Alicia cannot believe it. Mike Kovac caught Alicia charging in, managed to get over the top, hooked the hips, and when he got Alicia down, he planted the shoulders down, and Mike Kovac comes up with a victory in his St. Louis debut. There's Alicia trying the backdrop. Look at Kovac hanging onto those hips, pulling him down. Ouch, bouncing right on his head is Alicia. And then the legs coming over the shoulders. Good jackknife and cradle by Mike Kovac. And the referee tolls the count of 3 to make young Mike Kovac the victor in his St. Louis debut. Now let's go to the ring and Mickey Garagiola.
With time running out, the winner of the only fall and the match, Mike Kovac.